Well, hello! Welcome to Horror on Tap, everybody. It is Monday night. It is plenty warm in here. It was a nice day out today, actually. It was probably, mid to upper 70s. Actually, I think it hit 80 at one point. Pretty nice. Sun was out. Yeah, other than that, it was actually, it was a good day. Didn't really do too much. I'm on light duty at work, so I don't really have to do a whole hell of a lot. Emails, talk to some vendors. That's about it. Not too much else going on. So, anyway, I hope everybody's having a good Monday so far. Good news coming out of the world of Halloween. The video game, if you haven't seen the news, they released I think it was a little over a minute long trailer, and I heard today that the online gameplay will be, what do you call it? It'll be cross-platform, so that'll be cool. So I think a lot of us have different systems. I've got a PC. I know a lot of people on here have like a PS5 or Xbox or whatever, so that'll be cool. We can all sort of sit around and play with each other. Let's hop into the chat real quick. Starting to pick up quickly. What's up, Leanna? Happy Monday. I have a one-liner for you. I bet you do. Keep it clean. I mean, not clean. Keep it dirty. Keep it real dirty. I don't care. Michael Dammit's in the house. What's up, Michael? Yeah, hope you had a good week too. It was okay. Nothing exciting. Yeah, my weekend has been like that. My week's, it is what it is. It's all good. Let's see, who else is here? Good Real Hunting. Hey, what is up? Welcome. Thanks for being here. Let's see, who else? Dino. You gotta do the Italian emoji. I don't do a lot of names. Names? That's not what I meant. I don't do a lot of I don't know. I'll come back into the chat here in a minute, but I really need to do this first.
What is he drinking? What is he drinking?
I need the fuel for the whoop-ass machine. Whew. Been a long, warm day. Actually, my beer is sweating, and I just took it out of the cooler. So today I'm drinking a Zero Gravity Madonna Double IPA, 8% ABV. This fucker comes all the way from Vermont. I don't know if I've ever had a beer from Vermont, so this should be good. And also, let me know. I changed a few audio settings, so let me know if there's any kind of echo or anything like that, because the audio was kind of screwing up a little bit, so I went to make a few changes, and hopefully that'll fix it, but let me know. Ooh, damn, that's good. Oh, my night got so much better already. Oh, what else we got here? 85. That's it? Damn, you're in like Central Texas too, aren't you? I figured it'd be like 105 down there. I think it's probably still about 75 here, but pretty nice out. Cannot complain. There he is. Bill Hales Cheers. W. Frankenstein. I'm shocked Jordan has the clothes on. Yeah, I mean, if it gets any warmer, Chris, I probably will have to take them off. I had my ceiling fan on. Yeah, I had to turn it off just because it might be going. And we don't want all that. Let's see. Keep scrolling. I did the same thing the other day. Hello. What's up, Brett? Good to see you, buddy. Scrolling. Ah, Leanna House. Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you know, you know. I know, and I don't even really watch wrestling anymore. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe as well. Here, I will add a little reminder as well right there. Just keep that going. just to remind you for a little bit. Audio sounds good. It's a little on the loud side. Okay, I can fix that. That was one thing I was messing with. Let me try. I think it'll actually be. I'll just do that. Turn that down just a touch. That might help. It's a weird thing when you got like a mixing board and things. You can't hear yourself. Like if I put my headphones on, I can hear myself, but I'm only hearing it right out of the board. I'm not hearing it being processed yet again from StreamYard. So, yeah. So anyway, we're talking great one-liners from horror tonight. I picked out, I think, 20 I wanted to go through. I went with a bunch that are they're from movies I know. I didn't want to pick any from movies that I did know because I know there are a lot of good one-liners from a lot of movies that I haven't seen yet. And there are probably a lot of them that I know what the line is, but I don't have context or anything like that. So I just went with shit that I know. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Before we do, I'm going to have another sippy sip. Oh yeah. That's very piney, which is what I was hoping for coming out of Vermont. There you go. On OBS, you can adjust it down in the wind. Oh yeah, yeah. You can do that a little bit through StreamYard. You just got to go into the audio settings and stuff. It was just a lot easier to reach over and turn a dial. So hopefully that helped. Yeah, I know if the volume on your mixer is up a bit and then the volume on your streaming software is up, you can get a little bit of distortion or whatever else. So yeah, coming through my board, it looks fine. So it's probably a setting either on StreamYard or in Windows. So anyway, let me make sure I have that set up. I do. We'll get started. We're 10 minutes in. So I've got the top 20, my top 20 on the board. No particular order. These are just a bunch that I picked out. I can't remember what they all are, to be honest with you. So I might be just as surprised as you are. But yeah, if you guys have any of your favorites, excuse me, throw them in the chat. I'd like to see them. There are a lot of them. I do know what I started with though, so let's get going. Number 1, we are going to start with a big one, and I think this is a favorite for a lot of us. You don't know what death is. That's what I was going to say. I can't do the voices really well. I try to do impressions here and there, but I'm not very good. But Halloween 2, Dr. Loomis, you don't know what death is. It's a very strong, powerful line to get the movie going, and it really gets you in the mood for some death, especially when the music hits right after he says it. Beautiful line from Dr. Loomis there. Damn, little sniffity too. Oh yeah. Just drank a 4-pack of 3 Floyd's collab with thrash metal band Municipal Waste called Pre-Game Pilsner. Pretty good for craft Pilsner. Said it was like 5.7, but after 4, I'm fucked up. Nice. Yeah, Pilsners usually are pretty low ABV, so yeah, maybe they're lying to you. Would you put that thing away? Wait, are you telling me to put it away, or? I will never put it away. Let's see what else we got here. Makes it better is he just runs off without explaining himself. That's true. Like, if you're the neighbor, he's probably like, well, what the fuck does that mean? Like, should I go inside and lock the door? Death by Stereo, The Lost Boys. I don't know that one. But yeah, I think that's a good starting point there. Loomis has a lot of good ones, so we may see him pop up again in this list. I see dead people. Yeah, Haley Joel Osment's character, I forget his name, the Sixth Sense there. Good line. Not one of my favorite movies by any means. I think I only saw it once actually. And I mean, you had the big twist at the end and all that, which I think most people kind of saw coming. Maybe, maybe not. Hard to say. But the line, like it's like a pop culture line. It's everywhere. People use it all the time, even completely out of context. So, yeah, I told you not to tell people that I say that all the time. You're eating maggots. Ew, what the? Wait, what did I miss? You got to be talking about something I don't know. Is that back to the Lost Boys? Yeah, does cloth smell like chloroform to you? That's a great line. That one's not in here, but yeah, I see dead people. Good line. Better, better of a line than the movie deserved, in my opinion. But anyway, here's a good one. Great movie, great line. Get away from her, you bitch. I kind of sound like Loomis at the beginning of this. I'm transitioning into different voices. Yeah, Ripley, being the badass that she is, goes to attack the big xenomorph and takes her out with his fucking exoskeleton thingy madoober. Yeah, great scene, great line, great execution from Sigourney Weaver. Speaking of bitches, I'm in a shitty area for service. Yeah, that's to be expected. I mean, you go everywhere, so yeah, Cody, you can't always be somewhere with good service, so it's all right. Yeah, you can watch, cool. If you can't, it's all right. Whereabouts are you anyway? Yeah, let us know if you have any great one-liners of your own. Put them in the chat. So that's Aliens. Get away from her, you biatch. What's next? I don't even remember. This is probably the best line of this whole movie, I think. From, the Blair Witch Project. Scared to close my eyes, scared to open them. We're gonna die out here. Great line. The execution, I thought, was probably better than the line itself, which I think is one of the kind of the one of the if I can get phlegm out of my throat. One of the big things for having a good one liner. And now, I mean, this is technically like a couple of sentences, but you know what I mean. It still fits because you could fit it on one line, so I'll allow it. But the execution of it was great. The Heather, the character Heather, she did a great job. The actress, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but yeah, her execution of the line was fantastic. So I think that's part of what you need. You need a good actor, a good actress, really, really, belting it out there. Bill says I was legitimately shocked on opening night of The Sixth Sense. Great movie that loses something every time I watch it. Since the second watch, definitely Shyamalan's best in my opinion. She's like genuinely terrified in that scene when she gives that line, says Dean. Yeah, it does seem like it. Like I'm assuming she's just being a really great actress there because yeah, she definitely knocks that one out of the park. And again, it's not one of my favorite movies. I've probably only seen it maybe 3 or 4 times, if I had to guess. And it's been quite a while too. I probably should go and rewatch it because it's one of those that I think you pick up on a few things here and there when you rewatch it. Because once you know what's going to happen, you know what the plot is, and you kind of get over all the shaky camera and all that. It just kind of works out, and I think you kind of notice some more stuff. But I saw something about it recently. I think it was like a reaction video or something. So I saw some bits and pieces, but I just remember going, I don't remember any of this at all because it's been so long. But yeah, I'll go back and rewatch it. Yeah, Heather Donahue. That's right. Donahue, lol. No relation to Phil. Are you sure? It could be. I don't know. Leanna saw it in the theater when people thought it was real. Did you think it was real too when you saw it? I remember I was, God, I was probably in ninth grade. And I remember my older sister, she was a senior and she went out with some friends to go camping. They went and saw the movie in the theater. Then they went out camping afterwards. And she is not a horror movie person nor a camper. So at some point they woke up, like heard rustling noises outside their tent. They woke up and there were like bundles of sticks lying all over the place. Yeah, it was the guys from the other tent came over just to fuck with them. So it's like, damn, that I missed the I missed the wagon on that one. I was a little too young because that's the kind of rib that I would pull off. You wanted to think it was real. Fair enough. Hey, what's up, Pat? Hey, Jordan chat. I'm driving and listening. Sweet. Yeah, keep an eye on the road and look out for that deer. Just kidding. Let's see, what else am I looking at? Oh, Dark Room Reviews. What's going on? Thanks for hopping in, man. Good to have you here. The chat every time a new chat pops up and I have my my cursor over the message, I go to click off of it. The chat moves, and then I go clicking on the wrong thing, and then it's just like, Pat, like I wouldn't need to click on that one. It's not really a good topic of discussion. So, let's see what Bill has to say here. Saw Blair Witch opening night in the theater, and we thought it was real too due to the ad campaign. I was so disappointed though. Later that night, I was horrified to take the garbage out. Yeah, so it did its job. I think there were a lot of people who they thought it was real, and yeah, probably had kind of that same reaction. They were like, "Oh shit, I don't want to go outside. Why is there a bundle of sticks next to my car?" That kind of shit. All right, let's move on to the next one. Damn good one. Great movie, great line. There were actually quite a few good one-liners. I could have added some more just from this movie alone. Yeah, Tony Todd as the Candyman. Be my victim. I almost had it as It Was Always You, Helen, because that's a great one too. But I think Be My Victim, it's so like ethereal, like it's scary, but the way he says it and then kind of what he does with it, it's I don't know, it's both scary, it's I don't know, he's just got such a good voice for it. And then of course the music over it, everything, just be my victim. Like, can you imagine somebody walking up to you and saying that? Even in that voice, I'd be like, oh, fuck. But then you might be like, say it again. Say it slower. I don't know what it is about it, but yeah. What else? The Frozen running noses and Dumb and Dumber. We're there. Don't curse Pat's car. I think he had just gotten his car back from hitting a deer when I went down there last Memorial Day. Not this past one, but year prior. Pat already hit 2 deers and a midget on the way home. He's used to it. Yeah. Yeah, I have hit a couple of deer. I don't think I've ever hit a midget though. So, of course, it'd be hard to tell. You don't see it coming. I have had plenty of times where it's like, dong. You're like, what was that? Whatever. Keep going. If I didn't pop a tire or no steam coming out, it's all good. Keep going. Make sure to smack the video with the thumbs up button. Absolutely. Yeah, be sure everybody to do that. And thanks for the reminder there. We all appreciate it. I appreciate it. Don't know what I did, but I throw that back up in there. Sometimes I click buttons and I don't even realize it. Or I reach for the wrong keyboard and start typing shit on the wrong keyboard, and then things go to hell in a handbasket. Greatest running nose in movie history goes to this film. Yeah, I think that might be the right word, Dean. It is chilling. Absolutely. A little sensual. Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, the whole thing with the two of them, him and Helen, he and Helen. I really don't know exactly where that was going. Like, if he had his way with her. I mean, I guess in the end he kind of gets his way, sort of. I mean, he gets burned, but then she gets burned. It's like, okay, are they both somewhere together after that? I don't know. The ending's a little abstract for me, a little confusing, but there's got to be more like literature or something that kind of explains it. You know, for dumb people like me. Don't get Jordan excited. Too late. Too late, Chris. Yeah. Yeah, I can't open my my keyboard drawer any further. I'll just put it to you that way. Yep, Brett, co-starring one of our Sideways ladies, Virginia Madsen. Absolutely. Yeah, she was great in that movie too. Of course. We all love that movie. We all love Sideways. At least 3 of us. Anyway, we'll move on to the next one. Hi, I'm Chucky. Want to play? Another great line. Pretty good movie. Not one of my all-time favorites by any means, but you know, it's a classic. It's spawned quite a few sequels. Brad Dourif's execution as the voice of Chucky is legendary. Of course, I think we've all kind of caught a little bit of what he was talking about lately about, you know, he doesn't want to do any more movies, but if he was going to, it would be to do the voice of Chucky, and he wants to exclusively be the voice of Chucky, which I get. I mean, it's kind of like Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. It's damn near impossible to do another Freddy Krueger without Robert Englund. I mean, yeah, you can do other Chuckies, and I know what's his name, Mark Hamill voiced him for the reboot or remake or reimaging or retardedness or whatever it was, but yeah, and I never saw that one. I really don't have any interest in it really, but yeah, the original, hi, I'm Chucky, want to play? Great line. There were a lot of really good lines from this movie. I mean, just all from Chucky too. Like the rest of the dialogue was whatever. I guess you'd say it's a bit obliviable, other than like that was weak, but it had to come out. Hang on, I gotta reload. Refuel the tank on the whoop-ass machine. Anyway, yeah, the mother there, I can't give you the line verbatim because again, this is a movie I've probably only seen like twice in my life. But when she picks him up, she's like, "Talk to me, or I'll throw you in the fire." And then he comes to life. The best thing about that scene, though, was the quote unquote Spanish version when he's just like, that was more Arnold than Chucky there, but you kind of get it. Keyboard drawer, is that a euphemism? Well, yes and no. I mean, no, it's not, but it is right there. So there's something in the way, is what I'm saying. Your friend to the end. Yep, that's another good one. What's up, Logan? Good to see you, buddy. Sneaking in on me. Yeah, yep. That's a good one there too. I forgot about that one. This is the End, Friend, by the little boy. What the fuck was his name? What's his name? Again, like I said, I've only seen this movie a couple of times, so whatever. I forget the boy's name. Mom has used 2 horror quotes on a weekly, if not daily, basis. Father Karras from The Exorcist. Demi, why do you D's to me, Demi? And here's to swimming with bow-legged women. Oh yeah, from Jaws. That's a good one. I think I have a Jaws one on here. I do believe. Yep. Oops. You're a demon now. Servers cleared up. I wish you had super chats set up. Hey, to call you a salt and pepper biatch. Well, you can do that for free for now. It's fine. I am very salt and peppery, yeah. And I need to trim the beard. It's starting to get wavy as the hair that I have gets longer. It starts to like curl and wave, and yeah, I need to trim it. There it is, Andy. That's right. That's it, Andy. Ooh. Oh man. Speaking of Chucky, I'm thinking Teddy Ruxpin. Yes, return some videotapes. Whoops. There he is. What's up, Eli? Glad you could make it. And don't forget to slash that like button and sub to this okay channel. I appreciate that, Eli. All right, next up. What do we got? There's a banger. Welcome to primetime, bitch. Great line. Good movie. The Nightmare. Oh, man. That's something I need to do. I need to sit down and literally watch every Nightmare on Elm Street movie start to finish. Not all at once, of course, because there's a lot of them. But, unlike like Halloween or Friday the 13th, I can't sit down or like if you were to say, hey, remember that scene from Nightmare Part 4? I'm like, I can't even think of what Part 4 is. Because I know I haven't sat down and watched all of them, like start to finish. So I should probably just go ahead and do that. And I probably should have done it over the weekend because I had very little else going on. And that doesn't happen often. It's my favorite. Yeah, it's a great line. I think this is one of the movies that a lot of people really like. So, let's see here. Are you saying you're gonna get a bitch and
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
for the grand finale or what? Yeah, that's a yeah, I should have put that one in there. I don't think that one. No, that one's not even on my list. Son of a bitch, dropping the ball here. All right, well, anyway, next. Oh, here's this is one of the greatest, one of the goats. You're gonna need a bigger boat. Let me try that again. You're gonna need a bigger boat. You're gonna need a bigger boat. Something like that. Great line, often misquoted, but a great line from a great film in a great scene. And it's one of those, like, everybody knows the line. You could be somebody who's never even seen this movie, and you're gonna know what that line is. You know it, you've heard it, you've probably said it, at least in a way. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the line is, you're going to need a bigger boat. I think a lot of people misquote it as, we're going to need a bigger boat, or, something to that effect, which is fine. A lot of people call things like that, like the Mandela effect, but I think it's really more about just putting it into context. Like, you could be using a line where you sort of misquote it in a way, but you're using it in a way that applies to the way you're saying it. It's kind of like I had one right off the top of my head. What the hell was it? It was like, oh, like, Luke, I am your father. We all know it's no, I am your father. But you're using it, you're taking it out of context when you use it. So you kind of add that Luke, I am your father, because if you just say no, I am your father, it just comes off different. It doesn't seem like it would apply to anything unless you're talking to somebody named Luke. So kind of the same thing here in a way, but whatever. It's fine. My kids know that one now. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Yeah, are you going to rewatch that with them or allow them to rewatch it or whatever? I know you were talking about that earlier, that they want to watch it again. I think I say you just jump to part 3. Yeah. They'll love it. Oh, here's a good one. I have no spit versus I'm all out of spit. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's another kind of a misquoted one. But yeah, it's also one you can use like out of context. It's kind of like, Tua, hawk tua, hawk tua. I have no spit. Stick it in anyway. Yeah, you knew I was gonna go there, didn't you? Yep, Leanna knew. All right. This is another film. I've only watched it, I think, once, but it was probably within the last year, I think. And I liked it. I still have to. I got to pick up some of the sequels. From Hellraiser, we have such sights to show you, or however he says it. I'm all out of spit on your hands. Yeah, can you, dude? That could be like the. I'm going to use the word, but I mean it I kind of mean it in two ways. The climax of the movie right there is I spit on your ass, but then, it's like the, what do they call that? You got the rising action, and then there's always some sort of like issue. There's a problem. And for a movie called I Spit on Your Ass, I have no spit could be a big problem. That'd be perfect. Good call, man. I like the way you're thinking. Like how the boat line gets dropped in Blow. Let me think. Johnny Depp, that Blow? Yeah, that's another one. I haven't seen that one forever either, so. Okay, Dean. Good to know. I mean, this is the Jordan Decker show. If we ever going to get it raunch. Yeah, that's true. Man, this thing's going down fucking smooth. I'm almost done with it. And I brought some more with me. So we might actually get into a second beer tonight. Yeah, I'm just pumping that right into my mouth like a. Shut up, Jordan. Okay, I still don't know what that is, Leanna. I'll have to Google it. I have no idea. All right, moving on. Oh, this is another big one. Probably one we all know. Another one that it is. It's great line and great execution. Dr. Loomis, I prayed that he would burn in hell. In my heart, I knew that hell would not have him. Or something like that. And the line's right. It's my execution ain't the greatest. But it is a amazing line from Loomis in a not so amazing film, in my opinion. So, but Loomis, yeah, he had a bunch of good ones. I picked a couple of good ones. I didn't want to go way too heavy with Halloween or anything like that. Because we know them, but I think that's the only one I put two from the same franchise. I do believe. I could be wrong. Calvin Star. Oh, yeah, you're right. It was. I forgot. We were talking about it the other day, and I totally forgot who originally said it. I couldn't remember, but yeah, it was Calvin. Oh, Jordan says the same line to each girl as the roofies kick in, and he blurs into two people. We have such sights to show you. Oh, man. Yeah, Cody, absolutely. It's probably one of the highlights of that film, Halloween 5. So I don't know what I just heard. It sounded like a chicken clucking. Goddamn chickens. Told him to shut up. I'll fuck him later. Yeah, Loomis had all the best lines in the first two films. Yeah, he had a lot of good ones, especially in the first two. Yeah, there were a lot of good ones that I could have fit in. This was just one that kind of came up, like kind of came to mind that I didn't necessarily want to put in all like the biggest ones. It was like, as a matter of fact, that was. I met this 6-year-old child. All that. I didn't want to put all that in because I know we all know those ones. This one's a little more, I wouldn't say obscure, but it's buried a little bit deeper into the franchise. Hope Loomis from Rob Zombie's H2 is Sizzle Sizzle, not the steak. Yeah, don't hold your breath, Dean. I think you know how I feel about that movie. Yeah, the one of the last lines in that movie kind of I think defined the whole thing for me, and that was when Michael yells "die." Yeah, this movie can fucking die. Pennywise, he had a lot of good ones too in the new films and even the TV show, the Welcome to Derry. This one again, it's kind of it's almost a classic in a way, and even in a newer movie. Now I forget, I, I haven't seen the original miniseries in forever, and I can't remember a whole hell of a lot about it. I don't remember if this line was even in that, but at least Bill Skarsgård's delivery of these lines, you know, time to float, like it's perfect. Like you can't beat it. I think he was like the damn perfect guy to play Pennywise. I don't think there's anybody else who could have done it better than him for the new incarnation of Pennywise. And just it's a 3-word line, but the way he executes it is dead on. He nails it. It's creepy as hell. It makes you go, "Oh fuck, I'm done. I'm about to die." So that was a mouthful. Not the first time I've said that today. What do I got next? You know what? Since I'm opening a new beer, my channel, I'll do what the fuck I want. What is he drinking? What is he drinking? So I've got Aurora Brewing Company, Fresh to Death. This is a New England style IPA, double dry hopped with Citra and Mosaic hops. I like the can. I've had this one before. It wasn't one where I was like, "Holy shit," and I remembered it like real well. I do remember having it. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. That first one I had, the Madonna double IPA, that was really good. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Make sure they keep selling that at Wegmans. All right, let me get caught up on the chat. You guys are killing it. I mean, for my channel. For other people's channels, be like, this is fucking dead to shit. Somebody needs to make a super cut just of Loomis from all the films. Huh. I'll have to look. There might be one somewhere. Somebody's got to be there. Let's see. Yeah, Rob Zombie's Halloweens are rough watches, but Unhinged Snobby Loomis from Malcolm McDowell is pretty funny. Yeah. Um. Oh, there we go. Now I've got room. Yeah, in the second movie especially, he was kind of a fucking kind of a wiener. But let's see what we got here. People are gonna hate me, but I prefer the Skarsgård Pennywise. I don't hate you. I mean, for the time, the OG was pretty damn scary. He was more like, he was more creepy, I thought, than scary, and also it just as a human being, he's just creepy, and you know, not that I'm not talking shit about him. It's just kind of like that's sort of his, just kind of the way he is, not like his personality, but just like the way he can come off. Like he does that kind of that weird, creepy smile, which Bill Skarsgård kind of pulls it off too, but in a in his own way. But yeah, no, I kind of I actually agree with you, Leanna. I'll just put it that way. Don't need to get too far into that. All he had to do was shoot his one eyeball in another direction. Oh yeah, and he actually does that shit too. I remember, I think it was on Conan where he did it, like right live on screen. They brought the camera in kind of close, and he did the smile with how his fucking lips like curl up, and then the one eye goes off to the side. Like, oh my god! Like I can cross my eyes, but I can't make one go out and then back in. That's a skill. I don't know how you do that. Yeah, well, I got to up the entertainment value there, Dean. And hell, I could just play that on a loop. I'd probably get more likes and clicks and subs and everything. And did you notice, Bill, that I actually sing that jingle? Not well, but I do sing it. I had to add some kind of effect to make it a little bit better. Actually, if you listen to it with headphones on, it's very stereo. Like the vocals are way out. It's kind of weird. I don't even know how I did that. Some kind of audio effect, but I thought it came out pretty well. We need to turn that song into a hit single. Hey, well, if the Bum Bum song can pull it off, why not? I mean, does a song need to be a certain length to actually hit a, to be on any kind of chart or anything? I don't know. Send it to Joe Hendry. We're on tap. Number one on air belches 100 to 1. Ooh. Well, now I got to step it up. I got to do more. Let's see if we can pull that off. If you haven't heard of oh damn, that was a letdown. It's still in there. If I pushed it any harder, I was going to throw up all over my mic and my keyboard, and I don't want that. If you haven't ever heard of her, look up Kimmy Cola. I think it's like Kimi or Kimmi Cola, like one word. She holds the Guinness World Record for loudest belch female, and she achieved that on a radio show that I listen to every morning. And I was listening to it when she did it too. They set up a whole thing in their radio studio. Oh, there's a little more of it. They brought in people from Guinness. They measured the decibels and everything. And I think it was something like 112 decibels or some crazy shit. But she got the loudest. Ooh. Yep, throw up in my mouth a little bit there, but it's all right. I caught it. Let me see really, really quick if I can find her stuff. Let's see. There's got to be. Huh. Well, I must have spelled it wrong because like nothing came out or came up or whatever. Maybe that's what it is. Kimmy Cola. There it is. It's KIMYCOLA. Because I can. I think I can. Hang on. Let me try. There we go. Just threw a link to her YouTube channel in the chat. Yeah, go check her out. Yeah, she has a hell of a burp. I had my own record. I remember when I was in probably, oh boy, I was in middle school, probably 8th grade. I remember setting my own personal record, not for volume, but for length. And I went for 9 seconds nonstop. I still remember that to this day. Well, yeah, I mean, thank God they don't have real smell-o-vision. Because, yeah, my studio usually does not smell too good because it's not just the burps, it's coming out the other end too. Not so much right now, but in general, it does happen to come up. So here we go. Getting back into some of the big ones here. Mrs. Voorhees from the original Friday the 13th. His name was Jason, and today is his birthday. Great line. There were quite a few good one-liners from this film. Not a ton where you go, wow, that was amazing. Sometimes, like I said, it's more the execution than the line. Like this line, not much to it, but the kind of the meaning behind it. Like this is where you started to find out what was happening, and it started to get the ball rolling for what was to come. In part 2, for starters, my brother farted a good 45 seconds straight. Good times. Yeah, did anybody need a cigarette after that? Because that could have gone really south really quick. How did we get here? Honestly, I think I can't remember if it was either you or Bill. One of you started it, I think. So my favorite line from "Get to the chopper." Oh wait, yeah, different movie, but still a great line. Yeah, you could do Bill. You could do one of those on your channel, kind of a top or just any, doesn't have to be top, but great one-liners from action movies too. Do that'd be cool. That one would probably be right near the top, with like yippee-ki-yay motherfucker, stuff like that. There's another good one that you need the context to it, but great line from a great movie, from a great scene, from a great actor. Sometimes dead is better. From Pet Sematary. It's another one I don't go back and rewatch a lot of movies. Like movies like like Halloween and Friday the 13th and all those franchises. Those ones I watch a lot, but like Pet Sematary, I don't think I've seen that one in years. I wonder how the closed captions are describing these burps. Yeah, it's going to be like loud, rumbly sound in parentheses. These bullets could have saved you a lot of pain. Out for just, ooh. I don't know if I've ever even seen that one. I've heard the line. Is the Roddy Piper line from that is a good one, but no, I didn't even think of that. There's so many, it was hard to not come up with 20, but to whittle it down to 20. I didn't want to go for, absolutely forever. We're on, I think, number 13. So it's a good one for 13. Sometimes dead is better. We actually just did a watch along of this one, didn't we, on Pat's channel? The Omen. Did we do a watch along? What did we do? There was something with The Omen. I know I was drunk. That's all I can remember. But the line from the I don't know, was she a caretaker or babysitter or whatever? Look at me, Damien. It's all for you. Great line in that scene. Oh man, that is one where if you if you haven't seen it before and then you're watching it for the first time, it gets you because damn, it is. It's I wouldn't say it's graphic, but it kind of is. Like there's not like blood and gore and all that, but you see the hanging and you see her kind of snap and the rope comes taut and everything. And yeah, if you're not expecting it, it's kind of a rough one. Oh, thank you, Bill. Yeah. I couldn't remember exactly what it was. I just remember bits and pieces because I was, you know, it, it's a day that ends in Y, so I was drunk. It's not like I do it all the time. Just days that end in Y. I never thought you would need the rememberer. Hmm. There could be a movie there. The Rememberer. Sometimes he doesn't remember anything. Coming soon to a theater near you. Here's another kind of, I don't want to call it a classic, but it's a line that is used all the time. Whether you like the movie, you don't like the movie, you've seen the movie, you haven't seen the movie, you know the line. I want to play a game. And that's another one that kind of we were talking about, like gets misquoted. But sometimes things are not necessarily misquoted, but they could be quoted out of context. Like I think at some point he does say, do you want to play a game or something to that effect where it's a little closer? Because there's, more times there's other times in this movie and in other movies where he uses either this line or a variation of it. So, but this one here is kind of the original, the classic. I want to play a game. More like he remembers too much. Yeah, I don't. It's kind of like a gift and a curse, I guess. Like I kind of wish I could remember too much, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I don't. There's a lot of things that I'm glad I don't remember. But then there's other things where I'm like, what did I do like an hour ago? What did I do yesterday? What did I do 2 days ago? Oh, I forgot I got to do this thing or that thing for work. Somebody calls me like, hey, weren't you supposed to go whatever? I'm like, fuck, I don't remember shit. It's Pistofferson. What's up, Brian? That's usually my first line on a first date, right before the chloroform ring comes out. I mean, what's up, gang? Yeah, Leanna, you got the line there. I think you mentioned it earlier. Does this rag smell like chloroform to you? I thought he said, "Do you really want to hurt me?" But that was Boy George. Yeah, I wish you could just pick. Like I wish they had a lineup of songs, like a good lineup. You just pick like from a queue of music. They do have some music, but it's just random shit. So, because I would play that in a heartbeat. Need a little culture club in my life right now. I don't know what that means, but whatever. Another quick, short, 2 to 3 word line. It's hyphenated, not hyphenated. It's abbreviated. Abbreviated? Whatever. Shut up. I'm stupid. They're here. Again, out of context, not a great line. But in the moment, ooh, it's one that when that line happens, you kind of you get goosebumps. You get the chills. It's such a bland line. Like it's nothing. They're here. It'd be like you're sitting at home with your spouse or whatever, and you're waiting for your in-laws to show up, and you hear a noise, and you look out and you go, they're here. Like that's the line. They're here. It's the execution. It's context. And she's looking at a TV with nothing but white noise, and then turns to her parents and says, "They're here." And you're like, holy shit. Like, if you were a parent and your kid did that, you'd probably like douse some gasoline and set them on fire. Like, fuck that. I'm out. I'm done. Yeah, that's another great one from later in the film, Bill, from Coach. Left the bodies. You moved the headstones, but you left the bodies. Yeah, that's a really good line. One of the things that weirds me out about this movie is that it is not rated R. And it should be, because it's got some terrifying fucking moments. That, and I've read this time and time again. I don't know that's 100% true, but maybe somebody in the chat knows. Apparently, the skeletons in the hole for the pool were real. I remember reading that. I've heard that quite a few times. I don't know if anybody can actually verify that or just say, yeah, I've heard that too, or read that in like somewhere that is reputable. But I've definitely heard that, because that is fucking weird. But I'm all about sourcing locally and all that. So they used real skeletons. Yes, some of the skeletons were real. Can you imagine? Like, nowadays, that would never happen. Well, I guess I can't say that, because I also said that nowadays nobody would ever, inadvertently get shot on a movie set, like how Brandon Lee did, and then it happened again. Like, who brings live ammunition onto a movie set? Like, I just don't get it. Like, if you're a prop master, whatever. I'm not going into all of that. Because then we're gonna get into a weird fucking discussion. So we'll just keep moving. Oh, here's a little more recent one. I say that this movie's not that new. I mean, it's what, 26, 27-ish years old. What year to come out? It's getting up there. What's your favorite scary movie? And that's another one that's kind of, misquoted, but also, again, it is reused in different ways throughout the franchise. But this is kind of the beginning. I think the line he uses first is, he says, "Do you like scary movies?" And she says, "Oh yeah," or "Oh yeah." There was a good one. And he says, "What's your favorite scary movie?" Oh, what do we got here? Whoops, I'm clicking. Go to click on something and the chat moves like that. So you click on the wrong thing. What's up, Daniel? Hello from Ireland. Oh yeah, we were talking with you in I think in Pat's chat the other day. Yeah, and you mentioned you're also in Ireland. That's awesome. See, it's got to be late there. Holy hell, or early. I don't know. I don't know other times. Shit. I don't know what time it is now. I don't know which way is up. Great theater experience with this one, Leanna says. Yeah, I didn't see this one in the theater. Sure. This was one, I didn't see it for a while after it came out. I don't really recall my first experience watching it, but it was one that I thought it was pretty good at the time, but I would say I am in the I share the Frank Riker school of thought on this franchise. The first one's all right. Second one was, and then it's like I don't care after that. Actually, even after the first one, I didn't really care. The way that just whatever. Yeah. She looks like she's gonna say, Jason. You know what's funny, Bill? When they get to that point where he says, Who was the killer in Friday the 13th? Jason. It was Jason. I remember watching that and going, oh, she got it. And then there, like that, just that little quick part of me, I was like, oh, damn it, I did it. Fuck. Because no, it's not in the original. So, yeah, my boyfriend would have been dead too. I saw Scream in the theater, and it was the first new horror movie I actually enjoyed in a while at that point. It wasn't great, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I think that's kind of what this film did. It took a lot of people who weren't necessarily into the film itself, like maybe didn't think it was the greatest movie ever, but it got them into horror, it got them into theaters, and people who were into horror, it got them kind of rejuvenated. Like a lot of people love this movie. So, I'm not going to say, oh, the movie sucks and nobody likes it. And like that's not just, it's just not right. Like I know a lot of people love this movie and it made, $1 bazillion or whatever. So don't forget to chug that like and subscribe. Yeah, put it right in your mouth. Thanks, Leanna. That's what I'm saying. It's more, it's fun more than it's scary. Yeah. Yeah. It's, it wasn't great. Frank, is that you? I'm just mad she burned the Jolly popcorn in the opening scene. Total BS. Yeah. No, yeah, going back to what Leanna was saying. Yeah, more fun than scary. I agree. Like the movie itself really isn't scary. Like it doesn't terrify you at all. It's not like The Exorcist or the original Halloween or anything like that where it's really like nerve-wracking. It's really just more, it's kind of like a live action Scooby-Doo. There's a lot of a whodunit vibe to it and everything, and it gives homage to Halloween. You can't deny that. Yeah, that's true. And then Halloween H2O kind of gave it back, which I mean that's kind of like wiping your ass with silk, but to each his own. How many Jolly Pops were burned to make this movie? Dude, I don't think I've ever had the popcorn that you make on the stove where it like puffs up like that. I don't know if I've ever had that. I'm more of a microwave popcorn guy. And even then I'm not really a popcorn guy at all, but when I was younger, it was that was more what we had in the family and in the house. So see what we got next, because I don't remember. We've only got a few left, I think. We're gonna see. Yeah, like 3 or so left. We all go a little mad sometimes, from Norman Bates in Psycho. And Psycho's another one. It's got quite a few good one-liners, of course. Boy's best friend is his mother. That's a great one-liner from the film. Just a great film overall, obviously, but yeah, Norman had some good one-liners, and the things like him speaking as his mother here and there, especially at the end when he's like, "I'll sit here and I won't even swat this fly." They'll say, "Oh, he wouldn't even hurt a fly." Things like that. A lot of really good ones. Is there any one-liners from White Chicks on this list? I mean, I guess you could call that a horror movie. The most shocking part of the film was the opening sequence and Drew Barrymore's early death. Everything was fine after that, but the opening, yeah. I think a lot of it we're going back to Scream. The introduction of that movie, like, oh shit, fucking Drew Barrymore. She's got to be the main character. She's got to be the final girl. I mean, that was a fucking twist right there in and of itself. So, yeah, pretty good scene there. So, they quote that line in Scream. Oh, yeah, they do. Good call. Good callback. Um, yeah, Scream actually, yeah, they had a few more good ones too. I mean, the whole scene with the there's certain rules you have to follow to survive a horror film or whatever the line was. I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, there were a lot of good ones in there. It's just I just went with what I went. I wonder if Jolly Pop was the how Drew Barrymore and Tom Green's house burned down. Wait, their house burned down? I didn't even know that. I almost forgot that they were together for quite a while. Did they, were they married for like a week or something like that? Kind of like Britney and K-Fed or whatever. Like where it was like just sort of a sham quick thing. I can't remember. That goes way back. Yeah, but I remember I remember them yeah, being together. Yeah, Tom Green was a weird fucking guy, but he got the chicks, man, I'll tell you. I remember them both laughing outside when it was really? I mean, I guess when you're, filthy fucking rich, you're like, yeah, whatever, I'll just buy another one in cash tonight. Yeah, I fucking break a wine glass. And I'm like, no. And yeah, that happens a lot. Pat knows. Or when the Chinese guy in South Park quotes Psycho, he wouldn't even heard of. Yeah, that's yeah, that's hilarious. You know, the nice thing though, Bill, is I'll allow it. No filters here. I don't give a fuck. They're married for 9 months, according to the Google machine. Oh, okay. So a little longer than I thought, but all right. Here's a pretty much an all timer. I mean, again, it's short, and they're another movie with a lot of good quotes, but this is probably the most famous one. And of course, it's a line from Johnny Carson. But it worked, and from my recollection, it was ad-libbed by Jack Nicholson. And yeah, it's probably one of the most quoted lines from the movie. And it's another one that gets used a lot in, pop culture and here and there. It's easy to use. Here's Johnny. And I mean, it's like when I take my pants off, I do the same thing. Here's Johnny, and I do the little back and forth thing. Yeah, do the helicopter if I'm really feeling limber. So what else you guys got? Anything else that you can remember? Any other really good one-liners? Throw them in the chat. I think I've got one more after this, is what I believe. I can't even remember where I fucking ended. I should have like written this shit down or something so I knew what was coming up. Well, Bill's got one right there. Yep. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. Bash them right the fuck in. Yeah, that's a good line there too. As he's like walking up the steps and he's like, light of my life, being real well, I wouldn't say he's being really endearing, but he's saying lines that come off as endearing, but of course his face says totally something else. Never fuck with the daughter of a serial killer. Okay. I don't think I've ever even seen Scream 5, so I don't know that one, but that is a good line, actually. Yeah, I like it. It has kind of that. I mean that that sounds like something a real serial killer would say. Like it is. That's pretty creepy. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I have one more. I think that'll make it 20. So I don't even remember what it is. So let's take a look. There we go. Now I remember. It's a good one. Your mother sucks cocks in hell, Garrus. Now, this is another one. So many good lines. I had to go with this one just because it's not only a great line, but it's also funny as hell. I almost went with the other one that she says, kind of akin to this one. She's like, "Your mother's in your cares. Would you like to leave a message?" Which I have to admit I prefer the version from I believe it was Scary Movie 2 at the beginning. Mother's in here, Karis. Would you like to leave a message? It's like, yeah, Mom, would you get out of here, please? She comes out from under the blankets. You're no fun. Like that was good writing there. That was fun. What else we got here? What's the Barrera signs that on most of her autographs? Oh, okay, really? Okay. Interesting. Does she still? Or is she like, fuck them, motherfuckers? Dylan, what's the matter? CIA got you pushing too many pencils? I sounded more like, well, I won't even say it. Never mind. I don't do a good Arnold. Bill, I should have just brought you in for that one. Yeah, send you the link. Hop in. You do a good Arnold. Yeah, Scary Movie 2 opening. Yeah, absolutely, Brett. It's so fun, and they get right to the point. It's hilarious when they just keep going back and forth, and then when they're vomiting back and forth on each other, and then the priest, he's like, and they're getting all sexy with one another. Great. Did you know what she did? Your cunt. Is that your cunt? Is that what she said? Huh. I vaguely remember that, but yeah. Your cunting dog. Is that Cunningham's car? James Woods. Brett says James Woods on the can. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, the homage to Amityville Horror. Yeah. I love that scene's great. He's all the flies are like landing on his face. Like, get this demon out of me. Unholy demon out of me. Great. Ooh, there's a good one. Yeah. You're all my children now. Yeah, I almost did a couple more, or at least picked a different one or two from Nightmare on Elm Street. There are some really good ones, especially in the first couple of movies. Few of them are, there are some other really good ones. My mouth is getting dry. Got to refresh. There are some really good ones from later on. First two probably had some of the best for sure. Yeah, there it is. Must release this demon. Thank you. It's another one that I can kind of like. I can see it in my mind's eye. I can kind of hear it, but just getting it to translate, I'm not the greatest at that. Sorry, called you Meatloaf, Jack. David Kess. Oh, yeah. All of a sudden, my phone like lit up, and I don't know what I said, but my Siri kicked. Damn it! I whispered it, and she still came back on. Bitch, shut up! Yeah, American Werewolf in London. There, I almost put that one on there, but I got it up to 20, and I was like, I think that's good. So there's my end screen for my slides. It works. Big old finger. But yeah, no, that is 20 great one-liners from horror. Yeah. Yeah, you could be right. I should probably check and see what the hell she did. All of a sudden it lights up and I'm like, what's going on? I thought, maybe somebody texted me or messaged me or something, and I see the colored lines around the edge of the screen. I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, I mean, I could go with some Meatloaf right now. Ooh. Oh, thanks, Bill. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said at the beginning, which a few of you probably may not have been here for. There had been some news and some shit about, oh god damn, about the new Halloween game. Of course, like I said, I heard today from somebody that it will be cross-platform, which is awesome. But they did just in the maybe it was 2 days ago release the new trailer. So if you haven't checked it out, I was gonna pop it on here. I was gonna do it at the beginning, but in the off chance that playing it gets the stream taken down, I wanted to do it at the end. So I'm just gonna pop it up real quick. We can take a look at the trailer for the Halloween game, and yeah, let's take a look real quick. Let's take a look real quick.
There's so much evil inside him.
Okay, back inside, everyone.
Let's go, Myers.
Fueled by his rage, I shudder to think what he might be capable of.
Since when do they let them wander around?
Myers is out. Secure the gate.
I knew what would come next. Every soul unfortunate enough to cross Michael's path would suffer. No one knew of the evil that was walking among them. Unreasoning, relentless, evil. But sometimes I think the truth was something much more terrible. I wonder if perhaps Michael is able to actually move through shadows.
So yeah, I mean, it looks pretty goddamn good, and being able to play cross-platform online, I think will be really cool. And even cooler, it comes out the day before my birthday, which will be awesome. So I'll have I'll probably what day is it? Is that on a Tuesday? I think it's on a Tuesday. Let me see. June, July, September. Yeah, it comes out on a Tuesday. So could I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but that'll be a great birthday gift for myself. So yeah, if anybody in the chat's gonna be playing it, yeah, let me know. Let us know. It will be it'll be fun. I can't wait. Hope Siri also ordered you some antacids. I should probably go take some Pepto as soon as I'm done here. I love Pepto. Just the flavor of it is so good. It reminds me of those the Canada Mints. I don't remember. I don't know if you guys remember those, but those little pink lozenges thingies, the candies. I used to get those for like for Christmas. People gave, like my family, they'd give me those for Christmas. I used to eat them like crazy when I was a kid. Yeah. Sir, to order you. Oh, okay. She didn't pick it up that time. Order you some hookers. The hookers around here are all meth heads, so I think I'll have to pass. I'll have to drive up to like Rochester to get some quality trim. Yeah. I love when I can impress somebody with my burps. They're not as good as they used to be. I used to be really, really good with them, but I'm glad you heard it. That's awesome. Bill says, I can't fucking wait for this game to come out. I have to make sure I have videos already uploaded and banked for September through 2027. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping if I can pull it off, I'm really hoping to do some like either live stream gameplay or record it and then do some upload videos. When I was back in the day, this goes back a few years, whatever. The beers are starting to hit, if you can't tell. There was one channel in particular I used to check out his content. He was a gamer and he played the Friday the 13th game for months and months and months. Optic Big Timer was his channel. He was fun to watch, and he did mostly like pre-recorded gameplay videos and stuff, and I was like, they're just fun to watch, you know. And I never got the opportunity to play that game. I didn't have a console or anything at the time, so I'm looking forward to being able to actually play the Halloween game. It sucks that the Friday the 13th game got taken down and everything, so I wish, you know, once they get all the licensing and shit back, get it figured out, it would be nice if they came out either with a new game or just kind of reinvigorated that game. But I'm not gonna hold my fucking breath. This game will take all of my free time. All right, well, that means we will probably be playing with each other, Bill, again. Chris says, I'll play. I'll be the one who keeps dying over and over again. Well, I hope I'm the one who keeps killing you over and over again. I hope. I haven't played. The only video game I've played in the last probably like decade and a half was one I bought shortly after I got the PC that I'm working on right now. And it was NASCAR 25 or whatever they're on right now. And I played it for like a couple of weeks here and there, and then I haven't played it in quite a while. Like the online shit it's way different than when I played NASCAR games online back in college. Like back then you could chat with people in the lobbies, you could invite people on and things like that, and it was really good. And with the new one, you can't interact with anybody directly at all, so I haven't really played it much at all. Ooh, can't wait to suck at this game, says Brett. I'm only good at baseball and hockey ones. Well, yeah, I mean, I saw. I think that I heard that you can there will only be like 4 people in a room at once for online play, so that kind of sucks. I mean, I'm hoping they expand that, because on Friday the 13th, I think there could be up to like, I can't remember if it was 8 or 10. I feel like it was 8, like 8 counselors and Jason. So it'll be nice, anyway, to start playing and, you know, get the hang of it and everything else. And then hopefully they'll do some updates and shit and get more people available to play in a room. It'd be awesome to play with like, you know, 8 people or so in a room, get a bunch of us, who are friends and people in the chat and everything. So that'd be really cool. Hey, Coy, what's up? Glad you could make it. I know we're coming up near the end here, but yeah, I'm glad you could hop in. That's cool. Good to see you, buddy. I have to scoot. I've got a date with Quality. Yeah. Yeah. I wish. I have a date with later. But for right now, I'll just stick with this. It's about the same size. Well, unfortunately, I just finished this one. So when I get to my sign off, I can't actually do it properly. So I brought more. Damn, I didn't think I was going to get to a third one. I didn't think I was going to get to a second one. But the nice thing is, the content allowed me to kind of pause for a minute here and there and take some sips. And I'll tell you what, that first beer that I started off with, it was just guzzling, glug, 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 which I'm not even going to say it. You know what I'm going to say. Lena, I'll meet you in Rochester. That's where all the quality trim is found. Behind the yeah, they have a Ross up there, I'm sure. I'd have to go up to DC for anything. Where are you at? I feel like we've probably brought that up, or you've mentioned it in one of our chats. I can up to DC, so like North Carolina, Virginia. I used to live a little bit north of DC. I was in Frederick for a while. Cool city. Yeah, if there were if there was a place I could go back to live, that was a good place to live. Nowadays, like it's getting bigger, it's growing by a lot, and of course, it's getting more expensive. But Frederick was a really nice place. A lot of shit to do. I think I want to say the population was probably like 80-ish, 80,000 or so. Or maybe maybe it was closer to like 60, 65. But so not a massive city by any means, but definitely the biggest place I ever lived. Okay, near Richmond. Let's see oh god, hang on. Radio station there. I forget the name of that station, but there's a show I mentioned earlier. Elliot in the Morning. They're out of the DC area. They're actually in Rockville, Maryland. They are syndicated in Richmond. I just forget what the station is off the top of my head. So I don't know if you know of that show at all, Chris, but it's funny. It's like a comedy radio show. It's funny as hell. They come on at about 5:45 in the morning. So then they go to usually at about 10:30, 11. But yeah, 102. Yeah, I forget exactly what it is, but yeah, it's like Rock 102. Maybe might be it. But yeah, if I don't know if you're familiar with it, but funny ass show. Like it's my kind of comedy, so I think it's probably the kind of comedy a lot of us are into. But other than that, they're mainly on DC 101 is their primary channel. Well, good for you. What are you laughing at? What, the trim? The Rochester Ross, home of quality trim. I'll have to why was I going down that road? Never mind. I'm not even going to. That one's a little different. A little more tart. Good though. Oh, it's from the same company as the same brewery as the first one I had, the Madonna one. Like that was the first one I had right there, the Madonna double IPA. That was good as hell. I'll definitely have to get that one again. Let's see. I'm kidding. My mic is working.
You gonna get it, bitch.
Anyway, yeah, let's wrap this up here. Yes, your stream has gone off the rails. That's usually the best time with a lot of streams. That or like the stream going into your mouth. But yeah, when they go way off the rails, it's probably, yeah, just being in the moment and then having people in the chat to hang out and kind of steer you off the rails. It's like I could be straight and narrow and somebody could say something and it's just and I'm derailed. Ooh, great trim is different from quality trim. Yeah, I kind of get your point. It's like you can have some great trim and still get crabs, but you wouldn't get that from quality trim. So I think I get where you're going with that. That's what it's all about, Brett says. Love it. Great stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think a few of us, myself and a few of us in the chat, or a few of you in the chat, I guess I should say, we tend to go off the rails a lot in a variety of different ways. Whether it's through this channel or through Pat and Brett's channel or through Bill's channel, through our group chats and things like that. The rails are like they were after the great quake in San Francisco of 1900, whatever it was, 6 or so, 1904, 1906, something like that. But you get what I'm saying. The rails are fucked up and we are flying off of them every chance we get. Go to the Rochester Quality Inn with your quality trim. It's behind the I've been there, Leanna, actually. Not for that though. I was there for some kind of conference or something like back in college. I forget exactly. But I have been there. Just follow the rails. Yeah. All right. Well, it is, man, we're at over an hour and a half. That's pretty good. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing next, but keep an eye out. Other than that, yeah, I think I'm going to get the fuck out of Dodge. I'm going to I gotta go take a shower. I'm just sitting here, I'm sweating my balls off. It is toasty in here. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to get the fuck out of Dodge. And yeah, keep an eye out. I will think about what I'm gonna do next because I really don't know off the top of my head. I got to this point. I actually came up with this on like Friday, and then I think Saturday I had all my material ready to go because I had a lot of free time over the weekend, which is extremely unusual for me. So anyway, we are going to get out of here. And by we, I mean me. And so, yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe down below as usual. And I guess that's going to do it. So be sure to tune in next time. Find out what's on tap. Cheers.